Before I had this epiphany that I'm about to share with you, I spent so much of my life waiting. I thought in order to live the life I want to live and be the person I want to be, I had to meet certain conditions. I had to be pretty enough, skinny enough, funny enough, charismatic enough, because only then would I be worthy of having what I want. And only then would I feel safe enough to be seen. Because what I was really afraid of there is judgment and rejection from people. But the truth is, none of that is necessary. There's no law that states you have to be all these things before you can be confident, or you have to achieve XYZ in order to be happy or at peace. All of these things are self imposed limitations that I've bought into, that I've absorbed from people around me, what I saw on TV, but none of that is actually truth. It's just what I agreed to subconsciously before even recognizing that. Because when we were young and we were just in this world without the awareness, we just think, oh, that's the truth. That's how the world works until we see otherwise. And this is what broke me out of this conditioning, is when I saw evidence for otherwise. When I meet people in real life or see people online who don't meet these requirements, they are just ordinary people. They're imperfect, not polished, imperfect skin. Perhaps they don't meet the conventional beauty standards, but they're so confident. They're so free. They're so authentic. And you can feel that frequency emanating from them. And it's the most magnetic thing. It's the most attractive thing to see someone really embrace who they are and freely expressing themselves. And when I see that, it's a complete contradiction to this belief system. In this belief system, that it's like you're not worthy of embodying these things unless you meet these criteria. But that's not true. These people are a direct evidence of that not being true. And think about this. Think about what it is that you're actually going after. When you say, oh, I want the perfect body, I want the perfect personality, I want the perfect partner who is high value and attractive and all these things, why do you actually want that? Take the perfect body thing, for example. Would that matter to you if you are the last person on earth? If there's no one there to see you? I doubt it, because if you're the only person there, why does it matter that you have the perfect body and face? So it's like that in itself doesn't have value, and it's not that thing you're really after. What you're really after is probably something like, oh, if I'm super gorgeous and have the perfect body, then I feel like other people would like me and accept me. And I will feel worthy to go after a man or a partner that I really want. I would feel worthy of them. And I would feel free to express myself, to say what I want to say, do silly things, to wear what I want, to pursue my dreams. So, really, the perfect body is a permission slip to all of these other things that you want. And if you look deeper, what is behind that? Like, why do you want to be able to wear what you want and talk freely? It's that feeling of freedom. It's that feeling of authenticity, of full self expression, the lightness and the joy and the presence that comes with that. when you can just be yourself and not think about, oh my gosh, how do I look right now? What is that person thinking of me? Am I good enough? Am I doing the right thing? When you're just fully present, being yourself, enjoying life, that feeling of lightness and freedom is what you're after. So the same logic applies to everything that you want when it comes to partner, jobs. Ultimately, it's that particular feeling state and that particular embodiment you're trying to tap into. The biggest shift then is recognizing that, oh, that embodiment is what I'm after. And is there a way to tap into that embodiment now? Is there a way to allow myself to embody more of that state now? Because are these prerequisites actually necessary? Or are these just conditions that you've imposed on yourself because you're too afraid that you're not worthy, because you're too afraid of not being good enough to deserve these feeling states? But if you think about that, that's so illogical. That doesn't make sense because feeling states are already inside your body. They are feelings inside your body. You can choose to tune into that frequency now, like literally right now, wherever you are, sitting down, closing your eyes, you can tap into that feeling now. So, all of this bullshit about being good enough for something, this is all conditioning. This is all beliefs you've absorbed from the world and other people, and they're not true. Ask yourself, okay, if I already had all these things that I feel that I need to have before I can be XYZ, what if I already had these things? How would I show up now in this moment? How would I drink my coffee? How would I take my walk? How would I interact with the next person if I already had these conditions met? Another way is thinking about, what if I don't need these things? What if I can just be that now? And here is where it's super powerful. Whatever you struggle with, try to look for counter evidence. Like, I've had a lot of struggle with body image, so that's the example I always go to. I used to think, oh, I need to have the perfect body and be really lean and toned before I can be confident. But now, with the body positivity movement, you see so many beautiful women out there who have completely embraced their bodies, and some of them don't look like models, but they're so confident and they're so beautiful and they're so free in their expression. Everyone's moved by that, honestly. When someone's truly in their acceptance and self love, that just emanates from them, and you can't help but be moved by it. You can't help but feel magnetized to that. Start finding counter evidence for these beliefs that you hold. Is it true that you have to be gorgeous and beautiful to have what you want, to be confident? Is it true that you have to be charismatic and the life of the party everywhere that you go in order to feel good about yourself and at peace and have meaningful relationships? And just start questioning all of these limiting beliefs, because that's what they are, limiting beliefs. Who do you really want to be? And how do you really want to show up? And how can you start living as that person now? There's actually no distance between you and that person.